Hey, good people. Welcome to my channel. Ballhead Hierophant here. So if this is your first time visiting with me, you know what's up. You know I'm going to say thank you. Stay. Hit that subscribe button. And if you like the content that you're going to hear tonight, then before you exit my channel, make sure you hit like. And for those of you who are returning, thank you. I send you love. I send you right back all the energy that you put into watching this video, okay? So I hope everybody has had an awesome January. Okay, we are now off into February 1st, and we know this month is going to fly by just like January did, right? So get it in, y'all. Get it in. It's still not a month to be energetically busy, but it is a month to be spiritually busy, okay? Planting those seeds of intention, carving out time to make sure you are doing all those things that keeps our body, our spiritual body intact, right? So I hope everybody got an opportunity to do some type of first of the month magic, okay? Whether it was blowing the cinnamon through the door, whether it was burning a candle and just sitting with that candle and calling out your intentions for the month, or if it was just sitting in silence and meditation or prayer and just kind of reveling in that energy, right? That we all have access to. Every time there's a change in the cosmos, every time there's a seasonal change, every time there's an energetic change, every time there's a vibrational change, okay? So we always have access to different energies throughout our lives that help create the lives we want to see for ourselves, right? So I hope everybody got an opportunity to do one of those things today. So I'm coming on because I do have a specific topic that I want to speak on today. And it may not be for everybody. So you're going to know if it's for you just based on the title, okay? Because I'm going to name the video. The title will match what the video is going to be about. So what am I talking about? Get it out, baldhead Hereford. So what type of ancestor do you want to be? Okay, that's what this video is about, because one thing about it and two things for sure, we are all going to go up out of this piece, okay? We heading up out of here regardless if we want to or not, right? So it came across to me during meditation earlier. I said, you know what? I wonder, do people really put a whole lot of energy in what they want to do and what they want to be? I'm sorry y'all saw that. I'm trying to get this, my lip gloss evenly distributed amongst my lips. But do people take the time out to figure out what type of energy, spirit, entity, God, goddess, whatever, that they want to be in their next lives? We are over inundated with live, now. Like this is the only, like this is the only existence that you're going to have, right? When in our reality, we're going to have many existences after this. And this is actually the shortest, okay? This is like the pit stop, okay? So I'm wondering, who's actually taking time out to create the life they want to see over there when you graduate to glory, right? So I've been doing it for years. I've even taught my daughters how to, create an altar for me. They know what I like. They know how to set it up. They know how to keep it clean. I told them that if they don't keep my altar clean, I'm going to come and knock shit over in their house and haunt them and stuff. So look, I am a 10th house Scorpio, so I'm all things darkness. So if I got to haunt your ass to make you do right when I get over in that other realm, that's exactly what I'm going to do, okay? But yes, I taught my daughters long time ago how to create an altar and the things that they can put on there and how to summons me if they need me, okay? So that was important to me. And that might not mean a hill of beans to y'all, okay? And for some, it might. For some of you, you may be like, oh my God, what a wonderful, awesome spiritual idea. So, it's different strokes for different folks, okay? You got some people that want their children to come out to the graveyard and put flowers on the graveyard and all of that. And then you got some that just want to be cremated and they want you to, sit that urn on something and you maybe put some of their favorite belongings around it. I mean, people have so many different ways they want to be honored and reverenced once they pass, right? So either way, whatever you choose, just make sure that you are telling your children, your loved ones, how to connect with you once you transition into that next realm. Because let me tell y'all something. I don't know what you've been taught about death, but I can guarantee you, whatever you've been taught about it, especially if you went the Christian route or the more religious route, I can guarantee you, you haven't been taught the proper thing, okay? And I'm not going to get off into that because, to each its own. But what I will say is we don't die. We don't die. We cease to exist in this realm and we go on into another realm, okay? Now, in that other realm, you gain your light body. You don't necessarily have a physical form, or you may, okay? But we don't die. Energy never dies. And only thing this body is an energy. It's an energy inside this meat-covered vessel that's running the show, okay? So what you see here will die off. But what's going to come out of me and move on into the next realm, honey, and I'm creating that too. I got a couple of bodies that I'm already putting in place. I'm telling the energies over there, okay, well, hold on. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me get my wardrobe together. So when I get over there, I might want to be something else. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I have fun with the spirit realm because I'm not afraid of it. Okay, so whether I'm here or whether I transition, either way, they know when I come, they're gonna be like, "Oh Lord, here comes Baldhead Hierophant and all her bags of wardrobe and different aliases and stuff that she wants to bring over into this realm." Hey, whatever works for you, do that. But to get back at the topic at hand, what type of ancestor do you want to be? Okay. Now, some of you who, especially those of you who are not keenly aware of spirituality, okay, or mysticism, or maybe you're new to the journey, or you know nothing about it at all, or you hate it and don't even give it any thought. Doesn't matter, because I say this often, that truths and accuracies and facts don't need people to believe in them for them to be true. So it tickles me when people say, "Oh, I don't believe in that," as if that's going to make them exempt from the process. But nevertheless, whatever helps people sleep at night here in this realm, believe whatever helps you, stay sane. But choosing your etheric energy while you're here in the physical will help you accept death a little easier, right? So what do I mean by that? We all know the great uncle, the great granddaddy, the great grandmama, or just the grannies, or anybody that has transitioned. But when you think about death, you mostly think about older people, right? Even though you can die at any time, at any age, and we've all lost people, of all age ranges. But right now, I just want you to focus on some of the elders that have passed, right? And when you think about them, it's certain things that you're going to automatically go back to. You're going to think about certain things pertaining to that particular elder. And now that they've passed on, it's almost like you can feel them when you have that set thought about them, right? My grandma loved chicken. When I say love chicken, would clean that bone down to the ooh-wee, okay? So when I think about chicken, fried chicken to be exact, chicken wings and chicken legs to be clear. When I think about, even sometimes when I'm eating a wing or a chicken leg, and if I'm tearing it up, something would just come over me and be like, "Now look at me looking like Odessa tearing this bone up like that." So, it's little simple things, okay, like that will help, that help you connect to your ancestors, your elders that are no longer here, are ancestors, okay? So when I say what type of ancestor do you want to be, what do you want to be remembered by? How do you want your children, your loved ones, your friends, your coworkers, whomever, to view you in the spiritual realm once you have transitioned? That matters, and that's something we have power to do right now while we're alive and in the physical, okay? It's things things that you can actually tell them, or it's a lifestyle that you could already be living or begin to live. There's perfumes that you could wear. There's colognes. There's certain things that you can go ahead and begin to put in place right now, elder or not, youngster or not, middle-aged or not, teen or not. If this is the if this is the energy and the journey that you are on, it's things that you can do right now that will help you be the type of ancestor for your friends and family that you want to be once you transition. I know what type of ancestor I'm going to be, because the type of ancestor I want to be is the type of human I am right now in this physical realm. I'm a very protective woman, okay? I am a mother beyond the shadow of a doubt. I am one of those type of mothers. You cannot fuck with my children. And if you do, you feel the wrath quickly. So I am very protective, and not just over my children. Once I say I love you, once I have added you to my tribe and I love you, oh honey, that protection is extended to you as well. So I know that I am going to be the type of ancestor that's going to swing low, sweet chariot. I'm going to swoop down when my loved ones are in need of me, considering that they seek my assistance, okay? Because we have to be keenly aware not to break universal laws, whether we're here in the physical or whether we, transition over into the ethereal realm, okay? So, and what I mean when I say that, for those of you who aren't aware of the universal laws, you cannot infringe upon a human's free will, okay? So a lot of times, our loved ones that have already passed over will see us hurting, will see us in pain, will see us in agony. And until we actually call out and ask for their assistance, they cannot assist you, because they can't book your willpower. They can't infringe on your free will. You have to say, you have to ask. Seek and ye shall find, okay? Or ask and the doors shall be opened unto you. All of that is kind of symbolic of asking your ancestors, asking your spirit guides to assist you. Otherwise, they stand back. They're always here. They're always here, but they can't really do much until you give them permission. Just like if somebody comes to your home and you open the door, they're not going to just bust in, right? They're going to wait for you to welcome them in, okay? So it's no different at all. So, I just said all that to say this. There's going to be times when your family is going to still need you, okay? Once you transition, and their need will be based on the type of ancestor that they feel like you are. Okay, if you was the hellish ancestor or elder, because if you, in my opinion, if you were a hellish soul on earth, you're gonna be a hellish spirit in the etheric realm. Okay, so they might not call on you, okay, because they might not feel like you can do the job that they're calling you for. And then again, some might. Okay, if you was the play too much person, okay, the trickster energy, they might not call on you. You might not want to be known for being that, but then again, you might. Okay, some people like that play too much, jokey. I'm sure comedians are when they transition, they make themselves available as trickster energies. Okay, play too much energies. Now that's not one of my favorites. I'm not a comedian person. I don't really do the comedy stuff. I've always been a pretty serious woman, right? I'm not jokey. Now I can get a good laughter in, and I might even say something that'll make you hit the drums and laugh a little bit, but I'm not cut up jokey. So those type of energies and spirits do nothing for me. I don't like trickster spirits. I don't even like trickster jokey humans, okay? But now that's just me. But now if you are that type of person, okay, and that's what you want to be known for, and that's the type of energy that you choose to project yourself through as an ancestor, hey, whatever works for you. But all I'm saying is, when I say what type of ancestor are you going to be, what type of ancestor do you want to be, we have control over that right now in this realm. We can begin to show different attributes, right? Of what a person can depend on you doing once you become an ancestor. Okay. Um, I think it is quite daunting how America funeralizes, okay? It leaves people heartbroken. It leaves people in a mental and emotional anguish. It leaves people feeling hopeless. It leaves people grief ridden. It leaves people so out of tune with their lives until they, move past it, that sometimes they don't bounce back. Some people don't even make it back from a funeral. They just don't. They just never get back quite right. And I blame that on Western civilization. I blame that on Christianity. I blame that on how we are afraid to explore other realms, dimensions, and planes of existence. I blame that on the church, because most people got understanding of heaven or hell from church, right? Most people who are in spirituality, not necessarily religion, do understand or have a keener understanding of the different realms, okay? So I feel like the disservice has been done to those who go to church, those who dwell deeply, okay, into religion, because it's either one or two ways. It's either heaven or hell, and that's not true. There's so many realms of existence in between this heaven and hell, right? And if we want to be completely honest, we know that we're already in the hell, okay? Well, I don't want to go there. That'll take me off my path, but those that know. But it's hard to it's hard to watch people mourn, because they don't even know what they're mourning, right? They're more emotionally distraught than anything. And because they haven't been taught the right things about the transition or the death cycle or the life cycle, they think the person's gone. And yes, they may be gone in the flesh. You might can't see this person the way you normally would see them standing in front of you, can actually reach out and touch them, but they're not gone. Okay, they're not gone. And if you have an understanding of their energetic signature before they leave, then you'll see them everywhere. What kind of ancestor do you want to be? Okay. My family knows what to look for me. They know certain numbers. I have just inundated my family with this stuff. Some of them are like, oh, Lord, he should go with this, and they receive it. Some are like, okay, what you want us to know this time? Then you have like my daughters who they just know what's up. They live in the house with me, so they hear it even when they don't want to hear it. But I feel like that's important, because I tell them all the time, look, I ain't gonna be here all the time. I'm not gonna be here, and I don't plan on going nowhere soon. But then again, I don't know, and I ain't gonna fight the process if it comes, right? So I just want you to know, when I'm gone in the physical, I am really readily and available in the spirit, okay? Probably able to help you more once I transition over there, right? So I just think it's helpful for people to talk to their loved ones, talk to their children, okay? When don't wait and do it when you get sick, because that's when it's heavy. And it's so emotional, right? Talk to them when you're in your good. See, my children know I'm spicy, and I've always been spicy. And most people who know me know I'm spicy. I've always been very feisty. So a feisty ancestor I shall be, okay? A feisty energy is what I will, show up as. My children know what kind of ancestor I'm going to be, because I'm already that energy. And I've already taught them what to look for with me, okay? Energetic signatures. I have a certain fragrance that I wear, and I wear it so much that it's just ingrained in my skin now. I know one time my daughter works at a particular store. She's been there for a long time. And one time I walked in, and I walked over to her section, and she didn't even know I was there. right? She texted me, Mom, are you here? I think I just smelled your scent. And I came back around the corner. She had texted me and I came around the corner. But that's how strong my scent is, okay? Now, the only reason I said that is because that's another energetic signature for your babies, your family to know when you're around. That, I think that's, is it Clairesentient? I believe that's called Clairesentient when you can smell, it's an auditory activation when you can smell the scent of a deceased loved one, okay? And it starts by knowing what they smelled like and really have paid attention to that when they were alive, okay? So that's just one way. That's just one way. But it's so many ways, y'all. And I think the whole purpose and behind this video is because, y'all, we are departing. We're departing, okay? And there's no way around that. And no one should fear it. Everybody should be jumping for joy when somebody gets the opportunity to graduate, okay? But again, Western civilization has not been taught that. And that's not something that you can just grasp overnight, okay? Now, I'm not saying don't be sad. I'm not saying be up at the funeral, doing the butterfly and twerking and stuff. No, no, no. If you choose to funeralize a loved one, of course that's going to pull and tug on your humanly self. Okay, so you go through the process, you go through the channels of dealing with that. But I think I'm saying it'll make it a little easier if you have chosen in advance what type of ancestor you want to be, and you begin to prepare your family, okay? You begin to let your family know in ways that are comfortable for you. I do it in a sassy way, okay? I do it in my feisty way. I do it in my, hot, spicy way, because that's the energy that my family and my friends are already used to me being in. So when I say stuff like, girl, when I die, baby, I'm coming back. And if somebody come and knock your drink out your hand and you look around and you don't see nobody, just know that it was probably me, because you talking to some broke nigga who ain't finna do nothing for you. So my ghost done had to come and knock your drink out your hand to wake you up. That's a conversation that I've had with friends. They know. I be telling them all the time, girl, you better not, if I'm gone, you better not be here doing dumb shit, or I'm a haunt you, okay? And it's a running joke. However, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Don't be down here doing dumb shit when I die and blaming it on, oh, my best friend died. Oh, I'm grieving and I'm finna start doing dumb shit. Oh, hell no. You're not finna be embarrassing me down there on earth. So anyway, choosing the type of ancestor you want to be. And then if this is uncomfortable for you, then because I know that people have just recently lost their parents, just recently lost children, just recently lost brothers and sisters. So this might not be the easiest thing. So if you've clicked on and you've made it to this point of the video, and maybe you're feeling heavy in your chest, maybe the grief or the depression or the whatever you're feeling your feels, let me take the time right now to push an energy into you of understanding, an energy into you of comfort, an energy into you of connectivity, okay? Because those three things together, along with some other stuff, but basically those three things together will help you over the hump, okay? When you don't understand something, you allow it to run amok over you. When you don't have comfort, you're going to constantly move in an uncomfortable energy. And when you're uncomfortable, you can't connect, okay? Once you move into your comfort, you have an understanding. Now you have a connectivity where you can now, it's almost like your receptors are sprouting out. Oh, okay, I have understanding. Oh, this is that, okay? So that's why I wished you those three things, okay? But there is no book, okay, that I could even recommend that you read that would help you grasp what I'm saying. This is internal. This is an understanding, okay? This is a knowing of who you are, okay? Now, if you struggle with knowing who you are and what you are, and you mimic people, and you just don't have a sense of self, it's going to be hard for you to know what type of energy you're going to exude over there in the other realm, right? Because you don't even know who the hell you are here. That's why I always suggest people, you need to get your natal charts. You need to take some time out and do you need to start running in behind people. You might even need to come up off the scene. Don't be going out. You might, if you're in a relationship that's not healthy and helpful, you might need to cut that person out. Taking time out to learn who you are is bigger than, oh, I want to be my most authentic self here on earth. It's bigger than that, because we're only here for a little time, a little while. It's more so tapping into something beneath all of the stuff that life experiences have put on you, all of the stuff that your childhood told you had to do or you couldn't do. You're moving under all of that stuff so you can tap into to your soul. Okay, because that's what's never going to change. See, this is going to change. We're going to take this out. We're going to zip down this thing, step out of it, and boom, your light body is available. That's what your light body is going to be there. That's where your soul lives. But if you don't know who you are, you don't know your soul self, because you've been a walking facade for so long, then it's really going to be hard for you to tap in. Okay? It's going to be hard for you to tap in. And if it's hard for you to tap in, then guess what? It's going to be hard for your loved ones to tap in. So once you become an ancestor, because we're all going to become an ancestor, but once you become an ancestor, it's almost like you'll be over there in that realm lost. Nobody will have access to you. Nobody will even know to call on you, because they don't know what to call on, because you were a confused human. Get it together, y'all. Get it together. It's way deeper, and it's way bigger, and it's way more imperative than you'll ever know. This is the awakening. And I'm not going to necessarily say it's the rapture, but it's definitely the awakening that's going to lead to the rapture. Okay? People are departing. And there's nothing wrong with that. Dying is a part of living. The only sad thing is everybody wants to go to heaven, but don't nobody want to die. Well, how are you going to get to this heavenly place that you create if you don't want to die? You got to be okay with dying. You got to be okay with the process of transformation in order to even really, really live your best life. But again, I know that for a grand amount of you, that this probably doesn't make any sense. And if it doesn't, guess what? You need to book a session. It's not that I can make it make sense, but what I can do is give you knowledge. Okay? Because that's what I'm about. I'm a teacher. I give knowledge, and then I let you apply what you've learned from me to whatever area of your life it fits. And if it doesn't fit, then you didn't lose anything, okay? But I'm almost positive that the information that I share with you guys via Instagram, YouTube, or consultation is helpful, okay? It is helpful. I wouldn't even waste my time if it wasn't something helpful. So I want everybody to know how powerful they are, and how much we have the absolute magical connectivity that connects us to that other realm, that upper room. We got the power to go ahead and create some stuff over there. What type of ancestor do you want to be? What type of ancestor will you be? Okay. Are you going to be the ancestor that everybody remembers being mean and depressed? Are you the type of ancestor that everybody's going to remember being the witch doctor? Are you the type of ancestor that everybody's going to remember being the one who was always working? Work. Never had time for family. Never made time to live life. Never made time for fun. Just work. The slave type ancestor. What are you going to be? Are you going to be the soft soul that everybody remembers being very pleasant? Every time you were around them, they were a pleasant soul. Okay? People will remember you by how you made them feel. Okay? So that's another important factor. How you make people feel is how they're going to remember you. Okay? And sometimes that feeling ain't always good. Sometimes you want to leave a lasting impression that'll let a motherfucker know in life or in death, bitch, you got me fucked up. Okay? And then sometimes you want to be pleasant and courteous and kind. And when you pass away, that's the energy that everybody that encountered you in that manner will remember you. What type of ancestor do you want to be? How do you want to be remembered? So that's just something to ponder on. No need to go any further. I think I've said enough to make you guys think, if nothing else, right? I'm going to come back on in a minute and do a reading, okay? Didn't want to put the reading on here. I wanted this to stand alone, okay? If you need anything, drop comments down below. If you're coming from Instagram and you have questions, you guys know that you can just hit the DM and we'll go from there. But if this is where we part, then I thank you so much for tuning in with me. May you get all that energy back tenfold, and namaste.